Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the CSIT Department of Graphic Era University. My name is Shobit Garg, and for this semester, I'll be your career skills faculty for the reasoning portion. Our subject constitutes of 2 credits, and we'll have 2 lectures per week. One will be of the reasoning, and another will be of verbal portion. Our subject code is XES 301. For me, I have 6 years of teaching experience and I have an expertise in competitive preparation of quant, reasoning, and aptitude. Talking about our subject, this semester, our career skills is divided into 2 portions. One is verbal and another is reasoning. I'll be taking care of the reasoning portion. We'll be having total 8 topics in this semester, out of which 4 topics, that is series completion, coding decoding, direction sense, and logical Venn diagrams. These 4 topics will be covering in till the midterms, and remaining 4 after the midterms, and this complete will be the for your end terms. Now, this verbal and reasoning will have equal distribution. This verbal will be taken care by some other faculty. The first topic which we will start today is series completion. Let me introduce to you what a series completion means. As the topic suggests, if I give you a number series or an alphabetical series, you have to predict the next number in that series. This series completion can be numeric or it can be alphabet or it can be a mixed one. Like in numeric series, if I say that the series is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what could be the next? It's the easiest one. The next would be 6. If I say that the series is 2, 4, 6, 8, what will be next? The next would be 10. Similarly, things go with alphabet also. There will be a series given which will have alphabets of English, and in mixed we have both alphabet and numeric in the same one. You people might have a question in your mind that why are we studying this? Why are we studying career skills and why are we studying these topics? These topics are being taught to you for your intellectual development. As a CSIT student, in future you will be coding many things, you will be making programs. This reasoning portion, and in the 5th semester you will be studying quantitative aptitude. These career skills will help you to indirectly build your logics. That is why it is like grooming your brain for a better logic understanding. For an example, we have this question. We'll see some questions and check how we perform in them. There is a question. The first number is 3, 4, 7, 11, 18, 29. What is the next one? How do we solve these ones? Primarily, we check what is the difference between first two. It is 1, then next it is 3, then 4, then 7, then it is 11. I write it over here. 4, 7, 11. What I see from here is that the next number is the sum of previous 2 numbers. Next number is sum of previous 2 numbers. So from here it is easily predictable that the next number after 29 will be 29 plus 18. That is 47, option D. Let's jump on to the next one. What should come in the place of question mark in the following number or alphabet series? I guess this should be the easy one for you. First number is 4, 6, 9, 12, 16, 18. Now we have to find a pattern in this one. Every alphanumeric series or numeric series or letter series or mixed series, we have to find a pattern to solve that series. Until unless we find a pattern, we will not be able to solve that. Now in this, what I see is there is the addition of 2, again there is the addition of 3, again there is the addition of 3, again there is the addition of 4, again there is the addition of 2. I cannot find something. But if I look at few numbers, every odd number is a square number. Odd is equal to square numbers, and even is multiple of 6. If you check easily that this is a square of 2, square of 3, square of 4. What should come here next? Square of 5. This is 6, 12, 18. If there would have been a next number, it would have been 24. Here it would have been 25. So the option C is correct. Now this one. What should come in place of question mark? Numbers are 7, 22, 67, 202. What would be the next? Think of it. What could be a pattern? If I try to look at the difference, it's a difference of 15, then another 45, then another, it's 135. It's like 15, 45, 135. If you see, the pattern says that 15 into 3, 45, 45 into 3, 135. What will be 135 into 3? It will be 405. The next number should be 202 plus 405, 607. But keep in mind that it is not necessary that every question will have only one solution. I can see in this question as 7 into 3, 21 plus 1. 22 into 3, 66 plus 1, 67. 67 into 3, 201 plus 1. That is into 3 and plus 1. What I can say is 202 into 3, that is 606 plus 1, 607. With both the relations, the answer is only one. It could have multiple patterns as well. I'm repeating it again. It is not mandatory that every question will have same pattern or only one pattern. Next question. In this, it is 975, 864, 753, 642. What is the next number? What I could see in this is, suppose look at the first number from the left in every digit. It's 9, 8, 7, 6. What should be here? 5. The central number is again decreasing from 7 to 6. Then 5, then 4. What should be next? 3. And the rightmost number, that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer should be 531. This is one pattern. What could be another? If I subtract two numbers, the difference which I get is 111. The difference is 111. Subtracting 642, subtracting 111 from 642, we again get this number 531. So our option C is correct. Question next. What should come in place of question mark in the following number alphabet series? This says that 1, 5, 13, 25. Difference between these two is 4. These two 8. These two 12. I guess now it's easy. What should be the difference between next? 16. 25 plus 16, 41. Answer A is correct. Our target for every question should be 1 minute. That is 60 seconds. This should be our target for every question. If I give you 20 questions, your target should be solving those 20 questions in 60 seconds. Next question. It starts with 0. Next is 26. Next is 124. Next is 342. What will be next in this? Think of it. Can you find the answer? Think of a pattern. What I see is these all numbers are 1 less than cube of a number. 0 is 1 cube minus 1 equals to 0. (26) is 3 cube minus 1, 26. 5 cube minus 1, 124. 7 cube minus 1, 342, because 7 cube is 343. Similarly, these are odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Next should be 9 cube minus 1. What is 9 cube? 9 cube is 729. So the option B is correct. 729 minus 1, 728. The pattern could have squares also, numbers also. There could be alternative patterns also, like first is addition, then subtraction, then addition, then subtraction. Let's jump on to the next one. Again, another question of alphabet series. What I see is that first alphabet is S, then it is Q. Now it is going in reverse order. QRS, it is 2 alphabets back. Now this OPQ, again 2 back. Next should be M, because MNO, 2 alphabets back. The center one alphabet ahead, then 2 alphabet ahead, then it could be either 3 alphabet ahead also or 4 alphabet, because we can say that it is getting double every time, or we can say that it is getting 1 ahead every time. We'll keep it for a while. Third one, K adding 1, L adding 1, L, M, and again adding 1 will be N. So this, there is only one option in which we have M first and N at the last, that is option D. and in center it would be G, and it is with 3 alphabets. So option D is the correct one. Now next question. This is called a alphanumeric, or we say it as a mixed question. First is B, second is D, third is F, then again H. What I see is that there is addition of always 2 alphabets. B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Next would be J. From here it is very clear that there is only one option with J, that is J5. But still we'll look at the alphabets also. -1 plus 2. See here, -1 plus 2, again -1, it will be plus 2. It is J5. Option D is the correct one. Again another alphanumeric question. That is L2A, N4D, P7G, R11J. Similar type of questions we have done in which these central numbers were there. +2, +3, +4. What should be in between? +5. Central number will be 16. Then again L plus 2 alphabets, MN. Then OP. 2 alphabets plus MN, 2 alphabets plus OP. Then again 2 alphabets plus PQR. Again 2 alphabets plus T. T16, only one option. When we get 2 alphabets correct, why do we need to look for the third one? We can straight away answer that option B is correct. Next. What should come in place of question mark? Now in this one, what I see is 7, 8, 11, 12. What could be the next one? There is addition of one number in this one. There is addition of another 3 in this one. Again addition of 1 in this one. What should be again addition of 3? 15. But some could look it at 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 4, 15. 8 plus 4, 12. But a pattern is only confirmed when we see it at least twice. Only one time occurrence cannot be said as a pattern. So the pattern should repeat at least twice to be called as a pattern. So option A is correct. Now in this one, first is B, then C. We have to find a central number, not the last one. Only one alphabet ahead. Next we don't know. This also relation we don't know. But this is how many alphabets ahead? I, J, K, L. This is 4 alphabets ahead. This is 1 alphabet ahead. If I add 2 alphabets to C, it will be E. And how many should be added here? 3. So E, F, G, H. It is completely satisfying the given numbers. So one alphabet is this. Now for these ones, F, H, 2 is being added. O, T, P, Q, R, S, T. How many being added? 5. Here it was 2. So if I add 3 alphabets to H, it would be K. And if I add 4 alphabets to K, L, M, N, O, it will be O. So this is being completely satisfied with 2, 3, 4. With 2 alphabets ahead of F is H, 3 alphabets ahead of H is K, then adding 4 alphabets is O, and adding 5 alphabets is T. So the option is EK, the third one. Completely correct. Next one. Another alphanumeric question. What should come in place of question mark and the following number or alphabet series? If I say it, first number is 3. We have added 3. We have added 5 to get 11, added 7. What should be added next? Very easy. We'll be adding 9. So 1 will be 27. we have two options starting with 27. Now it is adding one alphabet to F, G, adding two alphabet to G, that is I, adding three alphabet is J, K, L. Now we should add how many alphabets? 4, M, N, O, P. It will be P. Option C is the correct one. Now this will be the last question for today. It is 2Z5 7Y7 14X9 23W11 34V13. What could be the next one? If I see from the central, it is reducing one alphabet always. So the center number is U. It's very clear because before V it is always U. We have three options with U. This is completely wrong. Now if you look at this last number 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, next should be 15. This is also eliminated. Still we have two more. Now it is 2 plus 5 7, 7 plus 7 14, 14 plus 9 23, 23 plus 11 34. Similarly we should add, they're adding odd numbers, it would be plus 13, it should be 34 plus 13 47. Option B is the correct one. So with this I end today's session. I'll be adding a quiz for this. There would be approximately 15 to 20 questions in that. I'll be giving you a bit of extra time, but I'll be recording your time moments. Please try to do that quiz with a time limit of one question per minute. One question per minute. It will be added soon on the Moodle portal itself. Do not try to copy. Copying that will be just a harm or axe on your own foot. This quiz does not have any marks. Attempting that quiz is important to me. How much you score is not important currently, but attempting that quiz is very, very important to me. I just want to look at the timing of yours, that at which level you stay. How much time do you take while attempting a quiz? All the best for the quiz and thank you for today's session.